Welcome to Q&A practice. Let's get started with a little warm-up, a little two voice, and we will start with the defense attorney. Ready? Here we go. On December 9, which two were in the bedroom? The black and the beige. The outlets were in there. What room was the other one? The other bedroom upstairs. The two phones were in the master bedroom. The green would be in the second bedroom, right? And to the best of your recollection, is it the green phone that you used in making this recording? No, I think it was the black. Are these the ordinary type of telephones with push buttons and a receiver that lifts up and you hold it in one hand? Yes, with the loud and soft wheel on the bottom. These were the ordinary type of phones that they use in houses on extension cords? Yes, sir, it was not a wall phone. Now, when you made this tape recording, I take it you used the microphone attached to Exhibit 4? Yes, sir. And that would be this microphone? Yes, sir. Now, would you describe for me how you held the microphone to the instrument in making the recording? I didn't hold it. Well, what did you do? I laid the receiver on its side and laid the microphone next to it so they were side by side on the floor. And this would be in the master bedroom? Right. Is the floor carpeted? Yes, sir. What color is the carpeting? Orange. It was burnt orange. Was there any reason why you did this on the floor? I could manipulate better without making any noise or anything. Now we will get to some four-voice practice. And we will start with the defense attorney. Ready? Here we go. This purports to cover a period of time from March 29, 06 through May 29, 2006, correct? Right. Do you know whether or not you had insurance with this particular company in October of 2005? I don't know exactly where I made the break. This could very possibly be the insurance that I had at that time. There could have been one prior to that. So you're not sure as we speak? Not positive. Main Valley Insurance could probably pull the records and tell you who was covering me at that time. As a result of the criminal proceedings, did you submit to an interview with the Department of Probation? Yeah, let's see. Yes, after the trial, I reported to a probation officer in Banning. Well, the case didn't actually go to trial, did it? Oh, which case? Well, how many times have you gone to trial on criminal matters? Let's see, what are you talking about? Well, you told me that after the trial you went to the probation department. Yeah, when Tyrell represented me and when that judgment was ordered, then I was appointed a probation officer in Banning. That case didn't go to trial. It was settled by plea bargain with the district attorney, right? Right. As a result of that, you went and met with a probation officer named Bob Dunn to discuss the case. Is that correct? I don't remember the name. You met with the gentleman from probation and discussed what had happened and the circumstances surrounding the event. Is that correct? I don't remember what we talked about. It had to do with that issue. Did you tell the probation person that interviewed you that you had consumed a 12-pack of beer and a half pint per day of alcohol since 2000? I don't remember what I told him. Let me make a comment for the record at this point. A statement was made of my client while off the record a while ago concerning Mr. Saul's diabetic condition. Are you all right, Mr. Saul, at this point? I need to eat. Do you feel capable of continuing? Yeah, if it doesn't go too long, but I'm going to fade out. Let me tell you what your attorney's concern and mine is. Under the laws in the state of California, I'm entitled to have your best testimony. The one thing I want to make certain is that you don't testify here today and then come forward later and say, I didn't know what I was saying because I wasn't feeling well. I was fading. I was suffering from some diabetic effect or any other medical reason. So if you do not feel that you are 100% capable of going forward and completing this deposition, I want you to say so, and we'll stop immediately and either take a break or we will continue it to a later date and conclude it then. If you'd like for me, I don't know, when these episodes happen, my wife tells me things that I don't remember, so I don't know. Would you like me to go get him something to eat and bring it back? Would that help? He'll usually come around if he has some food in him. There's a sandwich spot right next door. It's closed by now. There's a Carl's Jr. right down the alley here. Let's go off the record. We took a brief recess and discussed with both Mr. Saul and his wife, Lynn Saul, who was present here, whether or not his condition at this point in time was such he was able to still offer 100% testimony, or testimony 100% accurate on his own behalf. Mr. Saul, do you feel you're able to give accurate testimony? Yes. Do you feel that you are suffering any effects from any drugs, medications, alcohol, or medical condition at this point in time that would affect or impair your ability to be accurate in your testimony? No, just a headache at this point. Do you think that's going to affect your ability to be honest and accurate? No. Counsel, are you comfortable with that? I will accept that representation, yes. By accepting it, you will not at a later point in time contest that any portion of these proceedings constitute anything other than your client's best testimony. That I will do. What I will do is, if I have concerns it's getting less than 100%, I will make the statement for the record at that point in time. Okay. At least until that statement is made, we're all three in agreement the witness is testifying to the best of his ability with no limitations. So agreed. Okay, did you advise the probation department that from 2000 until October, strike that, did you advise the probation department that from 2000 until March of 2006 that you regularly drank a 12-pack of beer per day and also consumed 1/2 pint of alcoholic beverages? Yes, I probably did, but that I didn't tell him that I did that every day. But when I drink, it would probably be an average. Okay, do you still drink alcohol? No. When did you stop drinking? This last time was just this October of 2007. Yeah. So that would be a month and a half ago? Yeah. Okay, did you advise the probation department individual that interviewed you that there was a tree blocking your view of the stop sign as you approached the intersection? I don't recall that being brought up. Do you recall going through an interview at the probation department on October 17, 2006? No. Before October of 2005, had you ever been treated for alcoholism? Before when? Before October of 2005. Had you ever been treated for alcoholism? Not specifically by a clinic or anything. I just went to Alcoholics Anonymous. On how many different episodes or occasions did you attend AA? Prior to 2005? Yes, sir. I went for a year in 1983 or 82, and then I went off and on from 91 to 95, off and on. For how long a period of time would those sessions last when you would be attending AA? Well, the first time in 82 was the year, and let's see, 82, yeah, that would be about right, 82. That was for a year, then probably a month to 2 months at a time between 90 and 95. Did each of those occasions coincide with your arrest and conviction for driving under the influence and a court order? Some did, some didn't. Did you have any, strike that, at any point in time between January of 2005 up until the present time, have you had employees working for you on a daily basis who would be around on a daily basis? Not on a daily basis other than my son. Let's see, he's the only one that's around on a regular basis. Did you have any employees that looked to you or relied upon you for regular income during that period of time from January of 2005 through the present? Yeah, I supplied work to my oldest son. The other son, Corey, he worked for me more regularly. Then there was Ray Michael. When he wasn't working for me on the payroll, I was supplying the work to him that I couldn't handle. Then I had a couple illegal immigrants that they were kind of off and on. From, say, January of 2005 through October 28 of 2005, how many hours a day, a week, a month, or a year would KC work with you or for you? I would say probably at least 3 days a week. Were you his primary source of income? Yes. What did you pay him? Oh, let's see, I think about 11 or 12 an hour. $11 an hour, and then later $12 an hour. How regularly or frequently did you employ Ray Michael between January 05 and October 28, 2005? I don't remember the exact dates when he quit officially working for me, but I still supplied him work until about a year ago, I think. How many days per week or month did you use illegal immigrants to help do your work? Well, it kind of varied, sometimes 3 or 4 days a week. Have you had any other alcohol-related arrests or offenses beyond those we've already talked about here today? No, it all had to do with vehicles. There have not been any other arrests or criminal matters besides the ones we've talked about in your life, correct? Well, let's see, wasn't really arrested, but in 1980, I think it was 89, 79, probably 79 or 80, I was stopped. I wasn't arrested or charged, but it was drinking related. What was the reason that you weren't arrested or charged? Just more liberal at that time. Wait, it may have been, oh yeah, I was taken down to the station and released, but I don't know if it went on my record or not. Have you had any contact with law enforcement personnel since the accident in October of 2005? Object is vague. If you understand the question, you can answer. I'll rephrase. Have you been arrested for any criminal activity since October 28, 2005? Yes, in March of 06, I was arrested out at Lake Paris for public intoxication and disorderly conduct, I think, and public intoxication. There was 2 or 3 things mentioned in the 2 or 3 things. It was public intoxication, and anyway, it was drinking related. Okay, had you at any point in time before October of 2005 been designated as a habitual traffic offender? I don't recall that exact term. What type of plea agreement did you enter into with respect to the punishment or sentence? What type of plea agreement or arrangement did you enter into with respect to the October 28 accident? I agreed to show up at the Banning Road Camp for weekend work. For how long a period of time? 300 days. Have you completed that? No. Why is that? Well, I went out there 3 or 4 times and they never had my name on file there. They had no record. They were supposed to have it there a week after I was ordered to go there. I went back that week and the following week and the following week after that, and they never had it on record, and I didn't go back. And that will conclude our Q&A practice.